One of my favorite things to do is when I'm shopping and I see something, I think, oh, I can make that. I don't know if it's true, but I try it. So we're making a Santa. The piece of wood I had was 12 inches long. It was 2¼ inches wide and 1¼ inch thick. And so I had this tea-stained fabric that I cut. It's 12 inches wide and 10½ inches long. And so I made it a lot longer than the wood because I want it to bunch up. So I just glued it to the wood. I kind of gathered the top of it, and then I just folded the bottom like a present and glued it to the bottom of the piece of wood. I then made little legs, and that fabric was 10½ inches long and 4 inches wide. I put a little hat on him that was 12 inches long and 9 inches wide. And then I did the mop. So I used a mop head, and I cut the pieces of mop to 4 inches each. And I always do the first row upside down. And the reason I do that is because when you fold it over, then you have a clean row. So I did a total of 3 rows. So just the top one is upside down. The next 2 were just regular, just put it right on. And then I separated all the strings. That is probably the most tedious part of this. But it makes it really cute in the end. So you got to take the time to do it. And some of them will come out, but you can glue them back on or just leave them out. Then I started to go up the sides of his face because I do want it to go up to the hat. So I added some over there. I added a little wooden bead for the nose, some Sherpa for the hat. And then for his arms, I just folded them over in thirds. I made kind of a little tube. And then I put a pipe cleaner inside so that I could form his arms so I could move them. Then I freehanded some little mittens. I cut 4 of them. And I freehanded some little boots. And the boots I did not cut. There's 2 pieces. So you'll see why in a minute. So on the legs, I could just glue the boot right to the front of the leg and then fold it over. And that seemed to work better for me. So I did that to both legs. And then I did add Sherpa to the boots. And then I just glued 2 pieces of the glove together, and I glued the pipe cleaner in there. And then I added Sherpa to the end of that. So I did that to both of his little arms. And I just used felt for the gloves and the boot. Then I glued his little arms up to the side of his face. And see, they bend. And then I glued his little legs on just to the bottom of the piece of wood. And the hat I kind of twisted and then tied a piece of twine on it. Gave him some little rosy cheeks with some blush. And I put a little blush on his nose. And then I painted his face. I have to tell you, I didn't like to do faces, but I'm getting to like doing faces. I think he's super cute. So I just did black eyes, and then I added some little twinkles. So I just added some little white dots with the end of a paintbrush. I gave him some eyelashes. And then I added just a little swoop of white to give it like just that little definition. I think it was really cute. I added a little bell to his hat. That's all I did to embellish him. And then I went all the way up to the hat with the mop strings. Now, I think I did 40 pieces all together. And then I just separated those as well. And I think he came out really cute. I'm really happy. So you can just set him on a shelf and his little legs hang. Do you think he's cute? I think he's cute. Look at his little face. Look at his eyes. I think he's cute. I'm actually really happy with this project. Please let me know what you think. Hit that like button. Hit that share button for me. Make sure you're following me if you're not. And have a great day.